Let's talk about this amazing Steppenwolf action figure from Zack Snyder's Justice League next, here in the Poindexter Lounge.
You're watching Poindexter Lounge for the unity.
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is good to have each and every one of you with me in the lounge today. Now look, if this is your first time to the lounge, just know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and my crew can get together and talk about all the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, glorious toys, and so much more. And if those are things that get you going in the morning, if those are things that get your blood pumping and get you out there spending your hard-earned cash on pieces of plastic, then please hit that subscribe button as well as that notification bell and give us a thumbs up if you like the video, just to let us know that you were here and that you enjoyed what we were doing. We try to put out a lot of great content for you guys pretty much every day. You can catch our live streams that go on. We have great panel discussions and guests. You never know what might happen here at the Poindexter Lounge. And then also don't forget, every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can join us for our show 2 Cents on Nonsense, where we just talk about crazy, silly stuff that happens within fandoms. And a lot of it's Star Wars, but we get into a lot of other things as well. So a lot of cool, fun stuff. Also, shout out to all of our patrons and all of our members here at the channel and everyone who gives super chats during our live streams. You are all greatly appreciated. Thank you, guys. So it is time to open up this DC Multiverse McFarlane Steppenwolf from Zack Snyder's Justice League. I love the movie. I love this design. I love it a whole lot more than the 2017 version, and just the spikiness. Later we're going to compare this to that figure that came out and an even older Steppenwolf action figure. But for now, let's go ahead and jump in and review this figure. It's a huge box. All right, so here is Steppenwolf in the box, and I will just say again, this box is absolutely huge. Now I will say I am working right now out of my home office. I am setting up a studio at my work, and hopefully in the next couple weeks I have a better place to do these. I used to do a lot of toy reviews, and it's just been a while since I've been able to do them, and so I'm looking forward to getting back into doing toy reviews. I've got a whole stack of toys back here that I need to get to. So anyways, here is the box. I'm going to show you now how big this box is. This is the Aquaman action figure from Zack Snyder's Justice League, 7-inch figure. This figure, so much bigger, so much bigger. This box is huge, just absolutely huge. We're gonna go over Aquaman at another time, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys some scale. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure. Up here we've got inside the box, of course, in the window here you can see Steppenwolf in all of his glory. Down here it says DC Multiverse Steppenwolf Justice League 2021. It's for ages 12 and over. Up here at the top it's got the cool little Justice League logo 2021. Over here on this side, it just says Steppenwolf with the DC Multiverse logo up at the top and MCFARLANE Toys at the bottom. Over here on the other side, also it says Justice League 2021 and then Steppenwolf Justice League. Here on the back, it's got a great picture of Steppenwolf from the movie, fully realized. Up here, 22 moving parts of articulation, Steppenwolf Justice League. And then each figure comes with a collectible trading card, MCFARLANE Toys. It's got some of the other toys that are in this set. Of course, we already went over Darkseid just yesterday. The Darkseid action figure with the full armor went available, and I was not able to pick one up. And so I'm really hoping that I can still get one. So far, though, I have that Darkseid. We have Steppenwolf, of course. I've got Black Suit Superman on the way. I've got Cyborg on the way. I already have the Flash, and I've got Batman with both the cowl and without the cowl on their way. And of course, Aquaman you just saw. There's all of McFarlane's social media stuff, so you can always get a hold of McFarlane and tell him what you think of his toys, and usually people feel very opinionated about it. So let's go ahead and open this box. All right, so here is what Steppenwolf looks like inside of the plastic casing. Of course, he comes with his card over there and the stand, and we're gonna open up all of this right now. We're gonna take him out of this plastic. All right, let's go ahead and take a close-up look at the figure itself. Look at the spiky little protrusions and everything. I love that look. I love this armor. You can see here the texture is amazing. Look at his toes out here. Look at his hands. Look at his fingers. Just really great detail on a lot of this. And then, of course, his head here. You can see his head, the face, and just a lot of those spiky little protrusions coming out. I love that. Look at the texture in this all around. Looks really good. You can see here even these kind of like muscly parts of his calves sticking out. A lot of detail given to this figure. So let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. All right, I feel like there's a lot of weird, loose things going on with this figure, and I'm not sure if it's just mine or if this is how everybody's is, so I'm just gonna show you what I'm dealing with, and then you can tell me. First of all, again, I really like all these spiky parts, but you can see the head here. The head will go all the way around, like so, but it's weirdly placed in there, so I'm getting a lot of this head tilt, where I'm trying to get it kind of situated back in the center so it doesn't look like my dog looking at me kind of with that, you know, cocked head look. You know, like, what are you guys doing out there? What are you eating? I want some of that. Yeah, so I don't really want that, but it does do that. It does have a little bit of up and down like that, so you can kind of get it to go all around. The arm, so the arm is made where it will go around, but because of this piece sticking out here, this hard plastic piece, it won't really, well, I guess it does. You got to just angle it out a little bit. So you just got to angle that out in a different way. This does not have a bicep swivel, I don't think. No, it doesn't look like he has a bicep swivel. Well, I don't know. He might. Kind of hard to... Nope, I don't think he has a bicep swivel. He has a single bending elbow, so not double, just single, like that. And yeah, and his forearm does go around, so his forearm swivels like so. Here on his hand, you can see right here, his hand will bend in like that at the wrist, and of course, one of the things I noticed, my dark side was really, all the joints were really tight, and it's the same thing on this. Very, very tight joints all the way around, but you can see that, yes, indeed, his hand does go all the way around, and it's the same thing exactly for the other side. The other side, the hand is a little different because it's made to be holding his axe, and we'll put that in there in just a few minutes, but that's the same exact thing. Now, you got the standard kind of torso here, where he will go all the way around at the top, and if you do that and it pops out, you know, that's just part of it. Now look here though, this is where it gets kind of weird for me, because this piece here, this plastic piece kind of just sits in there, so it's riding low on mine, so you can see down into his body. I don't like that. I don't like the way that is looking, but of course I can angle that up a little bit, and it does kind of hide it, but that's what I was dealing with. But it does turn around there at the lower waist as well, so you got pretty good articulation all around, and you know, he does a really good crunch motion there. These are the standard legs for for a figure for McFarlane. So they've got these little pieces that hold them in. So as I always say, don't get too crazy. He can do the splits a little bit there, but you don't want to get too crazy to snap these off, because once they come off, they're never as tight as they originally were. No thigh swivel there. The leg will swivel out a little bit, but that's about it. And then, of course, again, a very, very tight joint there for a single bending knee. Single bending knee, and then his foot. I love it. Even these two toes have that standard McFarlane toe bend where it goes up like that. So that's kind of cool. And then the foot will go all the way around as such and up and down because it's on that ball joint. And then of course the exact same thing for the other leg. So that's the articulation of the figure. Pretty good articulation for this figure. But you know, he's kind of he's very bulky. Like I said, I don't like this piece here in the middle, but once I have him up on a shelf somewhere, I don't think it's really going to matter. So let's go ahead and take a look at his card now. All McFarlane toys come with these cool cards, and of course it's got the picture of Steppenwolf here on the front. It says Justice League. On the back here it says data file, source Justice League, Director's Cut Film 2021. I wish that just said Zack Snyder's Justice League, but it doesn't. It says an 8-foot tall warrior from the Nightmare. Hopefully that will stay. And let's get back to this. It says an 8-foot tall warrior from the Nightmare. All right, looks like I got him to go this time. I bent the knees a little bit. He seems to be doing okay. Back to the bio. It says an 8-foot tall warrior from the nightmare world of Apocalypse, Steppenwolf is the general of the Apocalyptian army. With enhanced strength, agility, and endurance, Steppenwolf is a master with any weapon, but prefers to wield his electro axe to crush his opponents. And that is the card. Here is his axe. It's pretty standard looking for the axe that he came with. And there you go. We'll go ahead and put that in his hand. So there he is with the axe in hand and ready to go. And looking like he's going to square off against the Justice League. Much better design than the old one. Speaking of the old one, let's go ahead and take a look at some past Steppenwolf designs. And here is the 2017 version of... All right, let's try this again. This is the 2017 version of Steppenwolf as seen in the Joss Whedon version. This, of course, being the Zack Snyder's Justice League. This right here is the Superpowers action figure of Steppenwolf from the 80s. There actually is a 6-inch figure of this one, and I want to get him because he looks really great, but I haven't gotten him yet. And there is actually another 6-inch version of Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf's design has changed over the years several times, but you notice something. What I love is like, okay, so if you look at the 2017 version, very kind of plain, you know, they kind of did something different there with the helmet. They kind of made it a helmet instead of being his actual bony protrusions. I like the bony protrusions better. The color's okay. There's the vibro axe, just like the other one, it's fine. But he's very humanish looking. And look, he's about the same size. This was a Build-A-Figure now. Steppenwolf was a Build-A-Figure in 2017. He's about the same size as this one. Now, I will say about because I got this one's knees bent a little bit where this guy's standing straight up. But notice something, if you will. The attention to detail that Zack Snyder put. What is this you see all over Steppenwolf's outfit? Spikes. You see spikes. Even back then, Steppenwolf had spikes on. And now, look at there. He's got the spikes. So, anyway, so that's a little bit of a comparison with just a couple of different features. I'll be honest with you, I just really prefer the Zack Snyder Justice League version. It looks better to me. It looks more alien to me. He looks more menacing. and I just like the design overall. But what do you guys think? So that's my thoughts on the Steppenwolf from Zack Snyder's Justice League, the McFarlane toy. I really like this. I love the design more than anything. There's some things, like I said, with this gap still that really bother me. I just feel like some of this may have been rushed. That may be why maybe even the facial scans don't look as good as some other figures have. You know, but this was their first foray into doing mega figs like this, bigger figures, and I'm glad that they made them within scale to the actual other figures, the 7-inch figures, because that's been a problem that I've had with the McFarlane line. Is I think they look great. I love the articulation. I love everything about it. The price point is awesome, but I have not appreciated the lack of actual scaling. You know, so like you got Batgirl, who's supposed to be 5'4" or something like that, 5'2", something like that, and then you got Batman, who's supposed to be 6'3", and she's just as tall as Batman. You know, and also with Harley Quinn, the same exact thing. But I really like this figure. I will say this: they look great together with Darkseid and Steppenwolf together. This would be a fun match to put these two together in PLW, or we could have this Steppenwolf take on 2017's Justice League Steppenwolf. Who will win? Who will win? Don't know. But hey, these are great figures. But what do you think? Do you have this Steppenwolf figure? Let me know what you guys think about him down in the comment section. Leave a comment, or also follow us on social media where you can leave pictures, you can leave video, do whatever you want. Show us your toys, show us how you display your toys, or your nerd cave, or whatever it is that you have. I would love to hear from you. So please either send an email to poindexterlounge@gmail.com, or of course follow us on social media and leave those pictures there. And who knows, I might even share that on an upcoming video, whether or not it be one of these toy reviews or in the live show. But guys, thanks for stopping by today. Always appreciate it when you guys do. I love toys, and I hope that you do too. We got a lot more of these Justice League figures to look at. So until next time, I'll see you in the toy aisle. Bye-bye.